Um, a friend of mine recently made a YouTube video about uninhibited dreaming. Now, if really, the dreams I had as a kid while I was sleeping were really weird. Have you ever had a head of lettuce talking to you? I didn't think so. So, to narrow it down a little bit, these are just kind of a couple things that I don't know how to really describe it besides uninhibited dreaming, which is more like ambitions that may or may not ever happen. Oh, and I brought Bunny. Say hi, Bunny. Bunny. Ooh, be so fluffy. Anyway, so I made a list last night before I fell asleep. And one of the first ones that came to the forefront of my mind is speaking to future generations through my artwork. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I think a lot of the artwork is online, which the artwork online is amazing. But something tangible like this painting or this purse, something real in reality that people see and is a reference back to the people we once were. If you've ever seen the movie Monuments Men, how they were preserving our culture through artwork, it was very powerful and beautiful to me, and I'd like to contribute to that somehow and speak of our creator through my artwork. So that's one ambition I have in life. I've always liked painting and drawing since I was a kid, so that's one. And one thing that's also in the forefront of my mind is helping teenagers. I know at this point I am one, but really I see a lot of corruption in how teenagers are treated, and then not only how we're treated, but how we react to that treatment. Like, sometimes I'm given the vibe that a lot of adults don't trust us and can't trust us and won't give us any light of day whatsoever, so we don't think we're responsible for our actions. So I think that needs to change by adults, well, teenagers for one, changing how they see themselves and wanting to become better people and functional people in society, and then changing how adults treat us. And that takes a lot of time. That's just a overall kind of thing in the back of my mind that I wish I could change, I guess. The other thing I'd like to do is travel. There are a lot of places I'd like to go. The one that's in the forefront of my mind right now is Paris, because over the school year I was studying French. Yep, bunny hair. Sorry. I was studying French and I love the language, but I want to be a kind of person that French people can trust, because from what I've heard, they sometimes don't take kindly to Americans coming to their country, which I kind of get, because some of us are kind of weird, including myself. Anyway, so I'd like to travel some. And one thing that I've been thinking about recently is, or I've actually been thinking about for several years, is being able to love someone unconditionally. Like, it's really difficult to wrap your head around, but I want to be able to love someone no matter what they do to me. And I'm not there yet because I'm not perfect, but I don't know. That's just something in the forefront of my mind. And along with that, I would like real friends, because I don't know if I've ever really had that. I sometimes kind of question that, whether, well, I guess they were, I don't know. But I'd like real friendships where I feel comfortable telling things about myself and not really feeling like I have to impress them all the time, maybe. Um, that's one thing I look forward to. Maybe in the future, someday I'll have friends like that, but I don't know. I maybe have, and I just didn't realize it, or maybe just things didn't make sense to me. I don't know. I'll stop rethinking that. One other dream is that my grandparents have a really beautiful house right across the street from where I live. And I love that house. It's so beautiful, but there's a lot of stuff in it. Kind of smells funky. It could use a lot of work. And I don't know, I just kind of want to use that house for something. Something beautiful, like a house for unwed mothers or a home for people. I don't know, but I just kind of have this pipe dream of that house. And it's so beautiful. If it got cleaned up right, it's a beautiful farmhouse, I think. Um, and one that has also been in the forefront of my mind lately is, well, I'll just try and remember how I wrote this. Love. Love, I want to have love beyond emotion, joy beyond reason, peace for every season, long suffering for every trial, goodness for every action, faith to keep me strong, meekness to keep me humble, and temperance to keep me under control. And, I have teenagery dreams too, like within the next couple years, hopefully. I'd someday like to go to a concert of some sort of music I actually like, and like a paid concert where you have to pay money and get tickets and go. Because I've never done that up until this point. I've been to concerts, but I didn't really like the music, so I want to go somewhere where I'd really like the music. I'd like to memorize really a lot of the Bible, like a whole chapter from the Bible or something. Because I'm really good at memorizing, but sometimes I lack motivation, so I'm kind of working on it, but it's taking a while. I'd also like to learn to get my driver's license and get a job and work hard and do things. But for now, I have to be patient, and I have to be content where I am at this point. So, either way, those are some of my crazy dreams. Un uninhibited dreaming, and some of not so uninhibited. But see you later. Say bye bye.